question for you guys. How do you like your tomatoes? Do you like them hard? Do you like them tart? Do you like them sweet? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today on this episode of Port Food. You've probably seen the episode where he talks about tomatoes. I got a tomato right here, and what was going on in 1977 was apparently they weren't ripe enough, they weren't tasty, they were nutritionally worthless, yeah, that's all I can remember. But we're gonna go ahead and see if this tomato is better than how it was in 1977. Now, Robert was joined by a chef, and the chef had brought some tomatoes. And what happened was that she tried some, and she actually kind of liked them. They weren't too bad, she said. So I'm just going to go ahead and, get this tomato. I'm going to try it out. All right, so I have the episode right here, and I have the tomato right here. Let me just get out a knife. All right, so first I'm going to fast forward to the part where they talk about the tomatoes.
Americans may complain a lot about tomatoes, but that doesn't mean they've stopped eating them. Even though tomato prices have doubled since 1964, the average consumer still eats just as many.
Now he's talking about it, I'm going to go ahead and look up the price of tomatoes. So what it says here is that tomatoes experience an average inflation rate of 3.75% per year. So, tomato price history from 1953. Tomatoes inflation calculator. So the years with the largest changes in pricing was in 1990. It changed by 18.06%. Inflation. And in 1977, that's about the year that this Robert McNeil Report episode was made, it says it's about 17.94%. And in 1981, just a few years after, it went 15.64%. So you can see that the tomatoes have been kind of getting a teeny bit expensive. And then it's projected to go pretty high this year. So let's go ahead and go back to the episode.
And as he did the sauces and
just what those women were talking about. The tomato has no taste.
I was wrong. It wasn't a chef. It was the co-author of a book, The Taste of America, Karen Hess. So I just want to clear that up.
And I, for one, would gladly give up tomatoes the rest of the year. In fact, I don't care what they sell the rest of the year if I could have tomatoes in August. You cannot buy...
That doesn't really make any sense. Because just to have good tomatoes in 1 month where you usually don't have good tomatoes, and then you just rather skip it for the rest of the year, that just doesn't really make any sense. But hey, you do you, Karen.
A decent tomato in August in New York City.
What can you tell about the quality of a tomato looking at the outside of it?
Well, it has to have a good color.
So, first thing she says, it has to have a good color. And I don't know about you, but this is pretty damn red.
This one doesn't have a bad color, for instance, but that isn't the whole story. I've seen some awfully pretty tomatoes just taste like pink cotton.
Alright, so we got something to watch out for. She says that these taste like pink cotton. Sometimes it has a good color and sometimes it tastes like pink cotton. Never tasted pink cotton before, but I'm not sure if it tastes good.
You taste them.
Like pink cotton. Now, these are some tomatoes we bought 2 days ago at that market that you saw on the tape a moment ago. Would you like to open a couple of them up and tell us, as a gourmet cook, what you think about them? Any of them you like?
Well, I'll take the prettiest. Tomatoes have that.
Alright, so on the inside, they look pretty red. So, yeah.
After that, it's the taste.
Well, do you want to taste that one and tell us what you think of it?
Of course, I think tomatoes in April is demented. Absolutely demented. And it is better than normal.
Okay, so apparently this tomato she's eating right now is better than normal. So yeah. So that's enough of that episode. I don't want to get copyright, even though this is available for free on YouTube. Let's just get on to the tomato. So first we gotta see. Well, obviously it has good color, but let's see how it looks on the inside. That's actually pretty surprising. It's pretty pale in the center. That's actually, I would normally expect a tomato to be like that anyways. Because the few times I've had tomatoes this year, they've always been hard in the middle. I mean, they've always been pale in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just, take a try. Cut off a little piece, just like she did. Doesn't look too bad. Now, of course, this tomato's a bit beat up because it was the last one in my fridge, but that shouldn't really affect all that much from what I, probably from what I would think.
Chocolate is
Crunches when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
chocolate is
Crunches when it crunches. That's what crunches ready crunch.
The blend of Nestle's creamy milk chocolate with crunchies tastes just as good as it sounds.
chocolate is
Scrunches when it crunches. That's what I love.
It's very odd. In the video, Karen made one little crunch, but I crunched all throughout this tomato. Also, I kind of forgot how the tasting is, but I kind of get a planty aftertaste. Not that flavorful, actually. It's worse than I would think it would be. Okay, this piece is a little bit better. I can't really tell if it's tart or sweet. Mainly the planty aftertaste is taking over here, so. Yeah, I don't really know what to think of this. No tomato expert, but I don't think this is one of the best tomatoes ever made. Not really all that acidic, but there's definitely some acidity there. You do get some good color, but that has nothing to do with the taste, which is, what tomatoes are supposed to be about. Pale inside, not that good taste. Hold on a sec. Alright, so I got a teeny bit of the middle part right here, so. It actually doesn't really taste like much on its own. So yeah, this is some weird tomato actually. I'm gonna see what would happen if we cut out the center. Because in my opinion, that's kind of the worst part of this tomato. And then we'll see how it tastes. Centerless tomato going in. Yeah, I think it was the center that was getting out the planty taste. So, yeah. Now that the center's out, it's actually not bad. I definitely had some better tomatoes recently, but, yeah. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm gonna give this tomato a 2. It's mediocre, very planty, very weird, very tangy, but in a bad way, and, not really flavorful at all. So, I think this is probably what a tomato would have been like back in 1977. almost exactly because it's exactly the description of the bad tomatoes. I'd say the seeds are the most flavorful part, and that's just because of the gel around them. Because being honest, these tomatoes, they're just not really good at all. Yeah, but they do get it too, because they do have nice color, and the seeds just kind of save it from getting zero. Yeah, the outside, besides the seeds, they're just planty. And then the seeds are the only thing giving it a slightly tart flavor. So yeah, thank you for watching this short episode of Bored Food. Like, subscribe, and share. Rest in peace, Jim Lehrer. And good night, my Jets.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Yo, home to Bel Air! In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I begged and pleaded with her day after day, but she packed my suitcase and sent me on my way. She gave me a kiss and then she gave me my ticket. I put my Walkman on and said I might as well kick it. First class, yo, this is bad. Drinking on
You go to hell!
glass. Is this what the people of Bel Air living like? This might be alright. But wait, I hear the prissy. Who's lying all that? Is this the type of place that they should send this cool cat? I don't think so. I see when I get there. I hope they're prepared for the Prince of Bel Air. Well, the plane landed, and when I came out, there was a dude like a cop standing there with my name out. I ain't trying to get arrested yet, I just got here. I sprang with the quickness like lightning disappeared. I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh and a dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, man, forget it. Yo, home to Bel Air! I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air.